It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll see Jordan Love. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Packers and the Lions on Sunday night.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
If there was one thing that was clear right off the jump from our meeting last week, Mike, it was the fact that he shouldered almost all of the blame for last week's loss on himself. Remember what he called his 2 interceptions. He said those are inexcusable. But when you go back and really study the tape, not everything was his fault. Protection at times, spotty. The separation downfield of some of his playmakers, very inconsistent. And truthfully, I didn't love all of the play calls. They're going to have to be better as an entire offense for him to play better at the quarterback position.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. We'll go play action with Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball start, offense.
This is taken in by Dobbs.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. This one is caught by Reed. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Love to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That one on target to Watson. And he will score. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Packers are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. On 1st down, it's Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go play action with Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's Jack Fox now. He's on for the second time. They're trying to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Love. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them, big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 10-7 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. To the outside, that's St. Brown.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He's going to air this one out. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
1st and 10. Now Montgomery. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25. 2nd down and 8. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be from 42 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will level the score at 10 apiece.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now Jacobs trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw is Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. On the ground, it's Jacobs. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. To throw is Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. On play action, Goff. Coming across, he's got it in the hands of Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's second and 6. Throwing, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The throw on the run is complete. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. On second down, Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will come back to tie things at 17. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Now a pass deep for St. Brown. And a critical tackle there. They were getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Now an opening past the 30. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. He'll go play action with Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw is Love. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Love. Open man, left side. He's got it. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up a 1st down.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he fought through 1 tackle, stayed on his feet, but they'll get him down for no gain. Now, this looks like a design run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. We'll go play action with Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. We're fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. On play action, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Sending a receiver right. On 1st and 10, here's Love. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
A 2nd down throw for Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. Williams in motion. From the gun on third down, it's gone. And he's in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Love. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down. Here's Love to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Love to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Lions offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing here is Goff. On target to Laporta. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Throwing, Goff. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 2nd down, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll try to run for it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up. We'll go play action with Love. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll go with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break A minute 57 to go in the game. Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Detroit.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Now on second and long. A run with Gibbs. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to win the game. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Lambeau Field.